Welcome back to the most striking moments of the wild world. On the open plains, not every hunt ends with a familiar victory. When prey stops running, a lion's strength begins to face real tests. A single mistake at close range can force the king of the plains to pay a heavy price. In this video, viewers will witness hunts that turn in ways no one expects. The pride has barely had time to register a small gain when the rhythm of the ground changes. Buffalo appear without warning, without hesitation. A powerful countercharge is enough to break the advantage. Numbers lose their meaning when the opponent carries the force of territorial defense. A mistimed decision quickly pushes the situation beyond control. Hunting experience is not only about strength, but about choosing the right moment to move forward. Pressure from the ground forces the lion toward a rare defensive choice. A tall tree becomes a temporary line of safety against collective weight. The buffalo remains steady below, needing no climb to assert dominance. When numbers move as one, even a hunter is compelled to withdraw. A buffalo mother and calf come into view in what seems like a calm grassland. A subtle change in the air is enough to raise alertness. When the lion moves in, the response is immediate. Courage here is not about striking first, but about ensuring the young remain untouched. The riverbank becomes the final test of maternal instinct. The mother buffalo commits fully to shielding her calf, but the imbalance of numbers quickly takes effect. Support arriving from the lions shifts the outcome decisively. In the wild, some confrontations are not lost to weakness, but to isolation. The mother buffalo holds her ground, refusing to step back. Repeated pressure from the brush wears down reaction timing. As the balance breaks, defensive effort is no longer enough. Only when the herd returns does the situation stop at the edge of survival. Injury does not slow the lioness. She advances with patience, guiding the prey into a confined space. The final surge is precise and independent, without assistance. In nature, instinct can sometimes rise beyond physical limits. In the middle of a breathless pursuit, the antelope chooses a path few would dare take. A bold leap opens a narrow chance of escape. The river becomes the final boundary separating hunter and prey. Courage at the right moment can reverse the course of fate. The lions concentrate their pressure, but height creates a barrier that is hard to overcome. Each attempt to close in is pushed back by powerful counteractions. The giraffe does not need to chase or advance, only to hold its ground. Not every target can be brought down by numbers alone.
See, it's rolling with
From within the brush, the lioness waits for the precise moment to break forward. The oryx does not panic when confronted. Its long horns form a clear, untouchable boundary. Some prey survive through the ability to stand firm, not by fleeing. A powerful leap fueled by effort opens a brief window of hope. Coordination from multiple directions quickly narrows the gap. The lions do not rush. They only need to lock the timing correctly. The attack comes faster than expected. The antelope changes direction in an instant, disrupting the approach. Just enough distance is created to preserve survival. At times, speed and reflex become the final line of defense. The lioness surges forward, aiming for a swift conclusion. The sable antelope does not retreat, responding the moment pressure builds. Its sharp horns establish a boundary that forces reconsideration. Not every hunt unfolds according to the original plan. A rare water source becomes an unavoidable point of tension. The wild dog pack reacts immediately to defend its territory. Instead of confronting on open ground, the lioness moves into the water. The new terrain reduces pressure from close advances. Choosing the right space at the right moment can preserve survival. This solitary lion reaches the moment when dominance must pass to the next generation. Younger rivals coordinate, not to test strength, but to replace it. The confrontation closes as collective power outweighs individual experience. In the wild, transition is unavoidable. A moment believed to be over suddenly opens again. The wildebeest rises through a final reflex, forcing the pride to hesitate. Surprise shifts the balance within a few brief seconds. Just enough for the prey to reclaim space and move away from danger. The lion loses control as the buffalo herd surges forward. Repeated charges erase every margin of safety. Even after the threat has passed, the momentum of force does not immediately subside. Three male lions cross the river under intense tension. An unexpected encounter triggers a powerful territorial response. A single close approach is enough to force a change in direction. A safe withdrawal can sometimes be the best possible outcome. Numbers turn confidence into suffocating pressure. The hyenas do not rush in directly, but wear down strength through constant circling. Space tightens step by step. When the situation reaches a critical threshold, support arrives. In a lion's world, individual power sometimes yields to unity. Surrounded on all sides, escape routes disappear quickly. Despite showing submission, the leopard cannot reverse the situation. Relentless pressure closes in with every moment. In the wild, isolation often marks the end of advantage. Silence conceals each soundless step forward. The male lion closes the distance without detection. A delayed moment of awareness pushes risk to its limit. In the hunt, silence becomes the sharpest weapon. The lion carries the marks of a failed hunt. As strength begins to fade, the role of predator quietly shifts. In a harsh natural world, slowing down by even a single moment can be enough to change position within the chain of survival. A reckless advance unfolds directly in front of the living barrier formed by the buffalo herd. The defensive response is immediate, forceful, and unwavering. Safe distance disappears within moments. The lion is compelled to withdraw, realizing that some targets cannot be reached. The wildebeest does not flee, but turns to face the threat. A brief hesitation allows the gap to close faster than expected. A delayed response reveals a weakness that has existed all along. In nature, once the advantage of speed is lost, the balance can shift instantly. In shallow water, familiar order no longer holds the same power. The crocodile loses its space of control, each turn becoming increasingly risky. The lions maintain pressure through numbers and a measured advance. This moment illustrates how environment alone can reverse the roles of even top predators. The ambush that seemed flawless is disrupted in a single instant. When one buffalo is held back, the entire herd turns immediately. Numbers transform defense into counter-pressure, leaving no space for the lions to maintain control. Some targets demand perfect timing, and a wrong approach means withdrawal. A decisive charge meets a barrier that cannot be underestimated. The oryx horns hold a dangerous distance, forcing the lioness to reassess the risk. Limited space makes every margin of error costly. Pulling back at the right moment is also part of survival instinct. The riverbank becomes the center of a prolonged standoff. The crocodile remains composed, keeping its jaws oriented toward every approach. When an opening appears, it slips back into the water and breaks the encirclement. Knowing when to disengage is often the strongest key to survival. Numbers press in, yet the rhinoceros does not retreat. Each turn keeps the horn aligned as a clear warning. Distance is measured with precision, where a single mistake has no second chance. The lions hesitate. Some targets turn even the act of approach into a test of survival. A young calf becomes the focal point of a tense struggle. The lion attempts to divide attention, creating brief moments of separation. But when risk reaches its limit, the entire herd reacts at once. The hunt transforms into a collective confrontation within seconds. And these are the traces nature leaves behind after hunts that do not reach a clean conclusion. For those who want to continue exploring the most intense moments of confrontation in the wild world, remember to support the channel by liking the video, sharing it with others who share the same passion, and subscribing so future high-impact footage is never missed. Thank you for watching, and see you again in the next video.